Overcoming shyness to control fear. Video 2 of 5. Your first step. If you haven't seen video 1 yet, I suggest stopping here and going back to watch it. It's short, but it's pretty important for this whole process. I'll be here when you get back. Okay, now you're ready to move on. Before we begin, there's something I need to say up front. This is my disclaimer. I am not a doctor, therapist, or any other kind of medical professional. What I'm teaching is based on my experience and the experiences of others. If you're taking medication for depression, anti-anxiety, or any other condition, do not stop taking your medication unless you consult with your healthcare professional first. Okay, now that that's out of the way, let me show you one way to overcome your shyness. Let's recap video 1 first. Overcoming shyness should lead to more confidence, which can lead to controlling your fear of public speaking. It all starts with the mindset of, I am worth listening to and talking to. If you don't believe that statement yet, act as if you do, and eventually you'll believe it. Now that you have your mindset ready, the main question is, how do you get over your shyness? The answer is obvious, but applying the answer is the tough part. Are you ready for the answer? Here it is. Don't be shy. Let me repeat that. Don't be shy. It's genius, right? I said the answer was simple, but how do you get unshy? Some people teach a method called immersion therapy. That's when you dive headfirst into something you fear and overcome it just by surviving. The theory is the more that you do this, the less sensitive you become, and the less sensitive you are to it, the less you fear it. That's not my cup of tea. I think it becomes too overwhelming and eventually can lead to people giving up before the therapy really works. I believe in the dip your toe in the water first method. You start off small, build on your success, and then rinse and repeat these steps until you're successful. The rest of this video and the rest of the series will be dedicated to teaching you my dip your toe method. This is a method that I use for myself every day and still teach it today. It's very effective and shouldn't overwhelm you. It's simple, elegant, but will take some time. Remember, this is not an overnight cure. There are no quick fixes to fear. It's going to take time, effort, and a willingness to change and learn. Again, let me repeat this for my disclaimer. Do not stop taking any prescribed medications until you talk to your healthcare professional first. Okay, so let's get started. You're going to be starting small. The best way to start this process is to try to use this in your everyday life. You apply these small steps whenever you have the opportunity, which all of us have all of the time. When you go to a store and you're at the counter getting ready to pay for your items, the clerk will usually say, "Hello, how are you today?" This is your perfect opportunity because they've broken the ice. You don't have to. All you have to do is answer, but not just answer in the usual way that you do now. If they don't ask you how you are, then you can simply ask them. It seems a little more difficult when you first start out, but it's a simple icebreaker. Now most people will respond to the question, "I'm fine," or "good." Here's your opportunity to extend the greeting. When the clerk asks you, "How are you today?" you should respond with a question of your own. "I'm doing great. How are you?" You should be sincere when you ask. Don't just ask for the sake of asking. Look at them when you ask and listen to their answer. Those 3 extra words at the end are gold. How are you? It opens a dialogue with the clerk and someone you probably don't know. It puts the conversation back on their side, and now you've just extended the conversation. You have to realize that the clerk is most likely bored or would like someone to talk to, even if it's just for a minute or two. You've just given them the opportunity to break that boredom and actually talk to somebody. At this point, you should get a response. "Oh, I'm great too," or "I'm okay." You also may get a 10-minute version of their day. In any case, listen to what they have to say and be genuinely interested. And that's it. Your exercise is complete. Try this for a week, in every situation you can at every store you are at until you're comfortable asking the question back to them. In the next video, I'll give you tips on how to extend the conversation even further with the clerk to give you more confidence to speak longer. Until next time, keep talking. It makes sense now, huh? For more information, go to www.publicspeakingwithoutpanic.com for more tips and resources for controlling your fear of public speaking.